everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rita and I'm your travel advisors with Rita Ventures Group Cruising. Last week you may remember that I had just kind of discussed a brief transcript of corporate retreats at sea, and this time not just speaking, I want to show you with some photos that I'm going to add in. They're going to come this way or they're going to come this way. I really don't know. So some of the things that I wanted to show you, and I'm kicking myself because I did forget to take pictures of the keynote speech, but you can do a keynote speech, production screen, all that jazz, microphones. It is definitely available to you when you are on the ship. So what I wanted to go ahead and get started with is the first night of this corporate retreat that I help to produce every year. And that this year was in the nightclub. Now, in times past, we have just been able to have like one dedicated room. This time we had to do a little balancing act with the cruise line, which was totally fine because I think it was a nice change of pace for everybody in the regards that you got to be in a different space, different throughout the cruise. So it wasn't just one space. So the opening session was held in the nightclub. Let me show you the picture. The opening session was held in a nightclub. This is typically a very informal event. Usually with minimum education and maximum fun. Now each event starts off with a lot of fun. I'm not just gonna, it's not a boring like wah wah wah. I mean, one, it's amazing that you're at sea and you're learning, and two, you get to learn and see the ocean depending on which room you're in. So this night the events get started, or excuse me, all the events get started with an icebreaker, and then this fun event ends in a scavenger hunt. And then, so following the opening session, then you'll have a keynote speech, which is the next day, and then there'll be breakout sessions throughout. So some of the pictures that I'm going to show you at the breakout sessions is, in this particular breakout session, they broke people up into smaller groups, and they had a focus on different tasks. And for the privacy of the group, I won't disclose what kind of breakout sessions there were, but it was related to different tasks that the sellers have to do, technology piece. So it's, if it wasn't giving tips to help somebody, to help you out in your job, it was educational so that you were learning some aspect or some new component of technology that was being brought out for the company. So I do want to let you know that while I do not create the content, I do help the companies put together. So it's kind of, we work together. You have a big idea as the corporation, the company that wants to bring their employees on a retreat, and I am your magician that makes it all come to fruition. So we work together like that. You can tell me what your big ideas are, and I can let you know if it's a possibility or if I'm going to need some insight and follow up with one of my partners at the cruise line. Everything, I wouldn't say anything's an absolute no, but there are things that we have to work with the cruise line because they do have to be mindful that they have other guests on board. There are regulations on the ship as well, and I think that's it. I know there's a lot that goes into something complex like this. So if you are putting on a corporate retreat at sea, you do want to be working with a seasoned travel advisor who has done events at sea before or who specializes in groups. You don't want to be working with somebody who has no knowledge of event management at all, because that is not going to be helping you out. You're going to do more work on your end than what you really need to be doing, because you're just shooting me off requests and I'm letting you know if they're feasible. And because I'm seasoned, I can let you know pretty quickly on if they're feasible or not. So this was a very quick video. Really, because I just wanted to give you some insight, and I know I talked a lot about last week about some of the benefits of corporate retreats at Scene. So if you have any questions or comments, go ahead and put them down here. Down there. I'll also go ahead and put my email address so that you can send me any messages via email. I hope that you liked this video. If you did, thumbs up it for me, please. And if you want to see more of this content, please make sure to subscribe to my